This is for The Rack from 1956, directed by Arnold Laven. The music composer was Adolph Deutsch. The cast is Paul Newman, Anne Francis, and Edmund O'Brien. The story is Edward Hall, a respected military officer, returns from a Korean prisoner of war camp, only to find himself accused of succumbing to torture and facing treason charges. To make matters worse, Edward's father, a retired colonel, coldly renounces him after hearing of the charges. Still dazed from the brutality he has suffered, Edward is forced to defend his actions in a court-martial, where he recounts his time at the camp. So this is a good movie. It was based on a teleplay by Rod Serling that he wrote for U.S. Steel Hour. It took Serling 19 months to complete the film script of it. It was filmed at Travis Air Force Base and Letterman Hospital. Here are some spoilers. While waiting for the plane with the returning soldiers, a woman in the crowd seems to brag to Edward's father and sister-in-law about her husband being a POW. Why are you bragging about it? To see more of the relationship between Aggie and Ed Miller. Basically, the only reason he's court-martialed is because nobody understood sarcasm. Because in the film, he says he wrote like this propaganda speech. And he said that he thought if he wrote it himself, he could say it sarcastically and everybody would know he didn't mean it. Apparently, that didn't work. It's interesting that we as the audience don't see Miller's scars from the torture, but you know it's bad from the court's reaction and Edward's reaction to it. It just really comes down to this. Edward's lawyer reads this note in court. Now, the report goes on to say that even some of our university grads have a very dim idea of American history and of the strengths and weaknesses of American democracy, and that they are virtually ignorant of communism because we have never taken the trouble to inform them of its nature. The communist program of indoctrination was based on this appraisal and succeeded because in many cases the appraisal was true. And now we must judge Captain Hall. Gentlemen, if there is guilt, where does it lie? In that small number who defected under pressure, as Captain Hall did? Or do we not share it? At least those of us who created a part of a generation which may collapse because we left it uninspired, uninformed, and as in the case of Captain Hall, unprepared to go the limit because he had not been given the warmth to support him along the way. And now we must judge Captain Hall, and let us make absolutely certain that we have had no part in his collapse. This man has proven himself in the 2 wars of his youth, who has been exposed to conditions of captivity, against which we have never had to test ourselves. So basically, to me, this is basically just different methods of torture that the North Koreans found a way, and it's psychological torture, which can be pretty bad. And there's created a whole new different methods of PTSD. For me, what it basically comes down to is you, we, I weren't there. We can never really know. So have you seen this film? What is your opinion on it? Comment down below, like, share, and subscribe.